Boom. It's funny.
Boom.
I used YouTube's free music stuff, and because I get the ad share from the scam site for a third party, or I'll get ad shares and ad claims or whatever, and I don't really
Yeah.
care. Not monetized on the videos, and then now I was like, I don't feel like keep getting this notification, so I'd used YouTube's music. Now I get it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Can't win for
Well,
losing.
no.
But I'm not monetized on Facebook either, so it doesn't really matter.
Hi, Georgian. Hi,
Hey,
5
Jordan.
Mile.
Well, gonna have a few people in here tonight. So tonight, like the thumbnail said, we're gonna talk to Madison Main or Madman the author, Richie, about his new book. And I would like whomever shows up tonight, if it's only Finding Goodies too. Oh, Tracy. 5 Mile or Georgian, one of you three will get the book. How about that? Let me
Goes on sale tomorrow.
here we go. Look at that. I love the color. Very nice. Oh, there's the
Yeah.
back too. Oop, show the back again.
Yeah. What I did is I reversed the image so her face is actually backwards.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
But it's underneath the description anyway, so not like
Very cool. Uh, I think I did 5 Mile. I'll have to go back and look. What's up, Workmans?
hey Workman.
I think I saw your post. I may have liked it. If I didn't, I will go back and check because I did see a lot of people's posts about the show me. Um, so yeah, so tonight this is all about Richie and his books. I don't even know how many he's written now. This is
Of the adult variety, this too.
of the adult varieties is too. That's right. And these
Yeah.
are written if you're looking on Amazon, which y'all better go there. If you don't win one, buy one. Go ahead and show both there, Richie. So on Amazon, these are under Richie Kemp, and his other books are under Madison Main, which
Yeah.
consists of a lot of
I
children,
showed those are children's books.
the witches and the mystical misfits.
Yeah. This one here is a humorous book. It's
Okay,
it's like an urban fantasy, but it's with humor. A lot of
and the
people
new
like
one,
that one.
yeah, I saw you
New
got a
one,
lot of reviews.
new one is I can get this here. A gripping romantic thriller, and gripping it is. It's about this man. He has a tragic loss in his life, and he's dealing with guilt, and he's fighting off alcoholism. But he- eventually, he ends up time traveling, going back in time, and so he wants to use this newfound time traveling to save the one he lost in the tragedy.
Hmm.
But but there's this man in the trench coat. He's got his own agenda for people who time travel, and he's he's not going to allow him to save his wife and bring her back from the dead, basically.
All right, that sounds interesting. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, yeah,
Georgianne said she read the first one. She can't wait to read the new one.
yeah.
No, hey Tracy, everyone's good, I guess. I'm not gonna talk for the chat, but everything's well here. So your first book, adult book, was released what about
Yeah.
a year ago, right?
November,
Oh, this past
late
November.
late October or November. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it
It's out. Cool.
took me 11 months. Took me 11 months to do my first one,
Okay.
which is like just under 42,000 words. It took me 5 months to do this one. It was like 59,000 words.
Well, you got the hardest one done first. That's why. And hardest being it was your first foray into a novel.
Yeah,
And those are basically what those are short novels,
yeah.
or maybe the second one's a medium novel. And then Being a detectorist and a treasure seeker, dump digger, what got you interested in authoring a book? Hey, Colonels.
I've always wanted to write a book, but never finished. I've started them in the past and just got to a certain point and then just stopped doing it. So I decided I was going to do children's books. I figured, hey, I can finish 1,000 word children's book. I could actually do it start to finish. So 2023, yeah, 2023, I did six children's books. I did them one right after the other throughout the year. So then I started, this book here started out with just an idea of a toothless vampire. And so I kept adding characters and I started writing it thinking it was going to be the next children's book. I kept going and kept going and it got so large to a point. I said, well, this is the one I'm going to take and make it into a real book, make it into a novel. And so that's how this one come about.
Nice.
And this book here, the new one, is is derived from a nightmare that I had many years ago, and I wrote down the details. And I actually had an outline before I even started writing it in November that I had for years. So I knew what was going to happen throughout the book, but a lot of the things I added, I mean, everything's in the details.
Right. Nice. So kind of like what's his name with that movie, uh, the one he wanted to make for the what was that? Now it just slipped my brain with the blue people. The director he always wanted. What was it? Spielberg. He always wanted to make that movie.
Oh, Close Encounters?
No, no, the one with the blue people in it. Recently, like 5, 6 years ago.
I'm not familiar with it.
I can't remember the name of it. Avatar. Thank you, Tom. Avatar.
Oh, okay.
He thought of that like it was in a dream, like 30 years before.
It's Patterson, James Patterson.
Yeah, that's it. JVP said she actually liked the Misfit book. She let a friend borrow it and she read it and liked it, and then her daughter is reading it now. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's the way to get authors out there is word of mouth and sharing. So that's why tonight, while we talk to Richie, if you have any questions of Viento, it's a novel. I mean, I think he does. You do make references to treasure seeking things, right? Marbles or whatever.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. For those who have read this book, there's there's one scene where there's a bucket of marbles and it's used as a weapon.
Nice.
And
Remember
those
from
who have
this
read this,
marble.
those, yeah, marbles.
So he
Yeah,
puts a little bit of the treasure seeking world in his book, so that's cool.
there's
You know,
no
so
there's no laughs in this one. This one's gripping and dark, and so
good.
it's not really nothing like the other book.
That's okay. Got to have variety. You keep writing the same thing over and over again, that would kind of get bleh, you know?
And if you don't
But
mind, I could read a little excerpt.
sure. In the meantime, yeah, pick an excerpt. We'll say hi real quick to Timothy, Metal Detecting Adventure Time, and Mark the Senile Detectorist, Texas Donna. How are you guys tonight? And like I said about sharing, what I'm going to do tonight, you put that hashtag book if you would like a copy when it releases tomorrow. I will be ordering whoever wins tonight. It's just going to be a hashtag grab. I will be ordering one of the very first copies of Richie's book and having it sent to you from Amazon. So, Texas Donna says, I don't have my comments up on this side. Yes, please. I want to hear it. Go ahead. I'm going to
Okay, I'm
make
not
the
the
big
best.
screen if you want.
I'm not the best read aloud person, but
Yeah, that's okay.
all right. We'll see where I want to start this. Okay. Let's, I'll read a bit of it. Okay. Kyle took an evening walk downtown to clear his head. The rain caught him by surprise, falling in sheets and turning the city into a mess of neon reflections and glistening pavement. Kyle pulled his jacket tighter, muttering a curse as the dampness seeped through his worn fabric. Nothing, but he saw the raven's nest while seeking shelter from the downpour. A narrow black door tucked between a boarded up pawn shop and a flickering street lamp. No sign, just a tarnished brass knocker in the shape of a raven's head next to the bar's name. A place that didn't advertise, didn't welcome, didn't ask questions. Maybe that's why he stepped inside. The air hit him first, thick with the scent of whiskey, old wood, and something fairly smoky like burnt vanilla. Low jazz reverberated throughout the dark room, barely audible beneath the hum of the hushed conversation. The only real light came from the amber glow behind the bar. Eyes followed him, sizing him up, but no one said a word. A place like this, you had to earn your welcome. He settled on a bar stool, barely noticing the bartender's suspicious glance before slapping down enough cash for a drink. The first gulp burned its way down his throat, and he welcomed it, hoping that it might dull the edge of the memories replaying in his mind. He could almost see Ellen's face, her eyes wide with panic, and hear her voice calling. He took another drink, then another, each one blurring the edges of the guilt until he felt something close to relief. Rough night, a voice said to his right. Kyle glanced over, blinking to focus on a wiry Asian man with sharp eyes and a contagious smile. The man wore a white suit, a white fuzzy hat, a gold grill, and a big gold chain around his neck. He leaned against a jewel adorned cane. He looked out of place in the dump, but something in his stance suggested that he might be right at home. His attire was and his arrogant demeanor reminded Kyle of a pro wrestler's. Now I'll stop there.
Awesome. What'd you guys think? Comment in the chat.
That's going to be one of the shady characters that he has encounter with. There's a few others that he has an encounter with.
We got a wow, that's a painted picture. Awesome. From Texas, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
I apologize for the shaky reading, but
it's okay. Nobody on this planet is perfect. And some people think so. What's up, Bill Paparoos?
Hey, Bill.
ABP said sounds interesting. Bill said Richie's books are awesome. And Ed said, hi, Rach and Richie.
Hi, Ed.
Hey, Ed. Hashtag Team PG5. You know, I do. You guys have any questions for the author in the chat? This is Meet the Author night. I mean, I know everybody knows Richie is a treasure hunter and he talks about his books, but if you got questions, now is the time to ask about his books. And then make sure you're putting hashtag book in the chat in order to get yourself a copy, which will be mailed off tomorrow, right when it releases. You'll be one of the first to get one. And
I recommend keeping it away from the children.
Then don't allow the kids to get it. I don't know if it matters, but I did do hashtag book all caps. So if it matters, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I don't know. I don't even know. I think it doesn't, but no, I'm seeing it go up. So, well, Flash wants a backwards book because he put in Coob. So that's what it is tonight. Meet the author and talk about his books and get yourself a book. And if you don't win one tonight, go over to Amazon. You can find his children's books, which are still there, and they're great. I gave away a couple for Christmas, I think 2 years in a row, to anybody who had littles, and the littles liked them. That would be under Madison, Maine. But these books, Mystical Misfit, Dark Witches and Mystical Misfits,
yeah,
and A Fragment in Time are both available under his actual name of Richie Kemp, Richie with a T.
And if you don't You can get a digital copy too if you don't want to spend $14.99 for a paperback. Digital copies, $2.99.
There you go. If you read on an ebook or Kindle or any of those apps,
Okay.
you can get it that way too. Personally, me, I like to open up a book. I like to feel the paper. I like to have a book in my hand. And I don't like my
Yeah, me,
eyes
me
straining
too.
to the light. What's that?
Yeah, me too. I like a physical book.
Yeah. Plus, when you run into Richie or you write him one day and you say, "Hey, can you autograph my book?" He can autograph the book. It's a little harder to autograph your Kindle. Hey, Mystic Librarian. Glad you came tonight, Angie and Rick. I still feel bad about Tuesday night, but I will be on their stream next time. It's just there was a lot going on, and uh, Yodi, I think I said hi, but I'm not sure.
Hi, Angie and
Um,
Rick. Hey, Yodi.
yep, yep.
Hi to everyone I've missed.
So, are you planning on writing more books in the near future? And are you gonna like, you know, how some people make series out of their different novels? Would you make either one of those two into a series, or are you gonna write another? Like, would you write a? Are you planning to write another third standalone?
Okay, well, while I was waiting for my book to be edited, I uh, I started writing another book. But the ideas, it's funny how when you're on a treadmill, the ideas flow in your head. I was on the treadmill the other day, and I was thinking of what where this could go from where it ended,
Right.
and and so thoughts started turning in my head on this one, and I've been asked by a few people to write a sequel to this one. So
All
right
right.
now, right now I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going sequel or if I'm just going to go with this other book idea.
Yeah, I guess that's how the whole writing process starts is with the concept.
Yeah.
Texas Donna said, "How long did it take you to write your books?"
Okay, the first one took 11 months. That a lot of that was because I hadn't written anything this long, and I I didn't know where I was going to end it. So this one I did what they call pantsing. You just go by the seat of your pants. This one I had a structured outline. There's something called the 3 act outline, and you end up having it. Supposedly, you end up with 27 chapters because there's 3 chapters to each section, and then there's 9 chapters in each act. So, but
Okay.
I did that with this, but the very last chapter there was so much going on. I actually turned it into to 3 chapters. That's why it's a 30 chapter book, not a 27 chapter book. Just when you
JVP
think the
said,
book,
"Huh?
just when you think the book should end, then you get another idea in your head. Like one of the characters didn't have good closure, and uh,
Right.
and eventually I got to where I am now with her, and I mean it's a hell of a lot better than what I had. I, I'm really happy with the way it come out.
Troy Carmichael over in Facebook land. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you put hashtag book in the chat if you would like to win a copy of Richie's most latest release, which will be tomorrow, Fragments of Time. Troy asks, how many books have you written?
2,
Two.
two novels, and 6 children's books.
Again, like I said, under the children's books, you can find those under Madison, Maine. Let's say hello to a couple people real quick, and then go back to the questions. The Bud Files came in, New England PDA. Like I said, Troy Carmichael on Facebook. Marty just came in. Marty Versal. 5 Mile asked, how did you come about the cover art?
Well, I I had the title. I knew what the title was going to be, and I typed in my title into a site called Midjourney. It's an AI generated site. It'll generate images. I just generated so many images till I found one that I liked. And this is the one I ended up with. I actually, I think it was, what month was it? I think it was December. I was actually asking, I had a couple different covers I was posted on Facebook asking which one people liked. Then I got no definite winner, so I just picked the one that I like the most.
Yeah, I like that one. I think it goes with the title real well too.
Yeah.
Um, Texas Donna said, "Wow, did you take a writing course or just do it pantsy?"
I I I had technical writing in college. I had a writing course, but I haven't nothing in like I don't know 25 years. I haven't had anything.
Troy in Facebook land said, "Is it just him or did everybody lose sound?" I didn't see anybody say anything, but Troy, if you come over to YouTube, it could be a Facebook issue. Uh, any other questions, guys? And like I said, put hashtag book in the chat, and you get yourself a chance to win one. And while we're just talking about that, because this is not a normal time, and I didn't really give that much. Oh, you did. Sorry, Troy. I didn't give that much sharing it out today because I had a stream last night. I set it up, and then I totally forgot I had a concert. Richie was going to come on. We were going to do his book then. So I was like, before Quarter Order comes on at 7:15, let's just, sit here, just me and Richie for, half hour or so. And if you guys have any questions or interest in the book, we can talk about it. And I can give away one. So if you're watching this stream later and you made it this far, if you comment in the comments, book please, I will do a comment generator and pick another person since this is not an advertised stream tonight. This is kind of just like I set it up around 12 o'clock. So it didn't really give YouTube long enough to be like, oh, she's going to go live. So if you're watching it later and you made it this far, comment below, want book.
Nice. Now I will
book.
tell you,
just
the word
book.
romantic. The word romantic is in the subtitle, so it starts out spicy right out of the gate.
It's a spicy book.
There's a few other spicy scenes in it.
So not safe for workplace?
I don't know if it's that spicy, but I never had a workplace where I could read a book. But
so it's kind of like a romantic thriller.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, if I'm going to read a romance novel, it's got to have other stuff with it, a little thriller, little mystery.
If you're used to reading romance, that will be kids' play. Yeah. Compared to some of them out there.
Mystic said fuego. So yeah, at 7 o'clock we'll poll for the book. So make sure if you want a copy, you put it in there, and then I don't know if you hound Richie enough, he might decide to make one of those two into a series, or he might write a book about a Bigfoot encounter while metal detecting JBP. You don't know.
There was somebody who had that idea, and he's an artist. And I had some free time there a while back. I asked him, "You want to work on this?" I go, "You need at least 24 pages for Amazon to let you create a book. So I need 24 pages of illustrations in order to have a children's book." But he never got back to me.
Oh. Well, AI these days, pretty much anybody could do it, but nah. I don't know if AI would know what a Bigfoot looks like. If any of you play with AI, see what it thinks, because I don't know if you've seen the detectors that
The
AI.
thing about AI is you never get the same answer twice. You never get the
No,
same image twice.
nope. I mean, I was really happy. I used AI on the Halloween thumbnail, the live stream the thumbnail. I mean, I had to, I tweaked it a bit, and then I had to expand the picture some because, yeah, the top of the detectors AI made were pretty okay. Like, unless you really, really looked at them, you couldn't tell. Like, some were kind of odd. But I had to expand the so that you couldn't see what they thought the coils looked like. Ed said, writing
Yeah.
exotic novels now? Ha, Richie. Hey, Brian Olier. JVP said she wouldn't
Hey,
mind
hey,
the second book.
well, you guys read this one and then tell me which one. You guys haven't even read this one yet. So I'm trying to, my decision is probably based on what kind of reaction I get to this. I mean, if it sells really good and people like it a lot, I might make the sequel to this one.
Right? Yeah, guys, that's the other thing too. I mean, I know it's so much easier, and we tend to do this more often. If criticism reviews online, but we need to put into practice giving praise online as well. Good reviews. Everybody's quick to go on Yelp and all those things and give bad reviews. We just guess it's human nature to want to tell everybody how something was horrible, but it seems like pulling teeth to get people to say something's great. So try to put that into practice in everything you do. If you order something from somewhere and it's awesome, give a review that it's awesome. If you eat dinner somewhere and it's awesome, give a review that's awesome. When you read Richie's book, go to Amazon and give a review. Those reviews help push his books out to other people than just us in the community.
Reviews are like gold.
Exactly. It's the same
Yeah.
concept with views and likes and comments on our videos. Sub count, it doesn't really matter. Once you hit certain milestones for monetization, everything else, it doesn't matter. What matters and what grows you in front of audiences is views, then comments, and likes. Well, likes, then comments. So comment more often, like more often, and definitely give good reviews. And if whoever wins the book tonight, go on Amazon.com after tomorrow. When his book
I
releases.
wait till you actually have get the book because
Well,
Amazon
no,
will.
wait till you get it and
Yeah,
read it.
yeah,
Read the book, then give a review.
yeah.
Don't give a review tomorrow itself. I just mean it releases tomorrow. If you don't win one tonight, get yourself the ebook or get the paperback version, and help support a fellow treasure seeker and other creative outlets. We should be
It's
supporting everybody and everything.
and it's not a money making deal yet for me because the money I have invested, I still haven't gotten back on the first book,
Right. The word of
believe
mouth.
it or not, because you know you just don't write a book and throw it on there and people see it. You got to advertise it.
Right.
I had to pay an editor. I had some critique work done to it. So
Well, it's an investment on your end in order to get it out there, especially as a small publisher.
yeah, and I got
But
a
if you, when you, oh, Angie and Rick wants to know how much the books sell for.
15.99 for this one. I think I got this one down to 10.99. I know I marked it down, but it's either 9.99 or 10.99. I can't remember which.
And then you also have the Kindle or ebooks.
Yeah, those are like 2.99.
And then, like I said, when you read his books, any of the books, even the children's books, when you read the books or your kids read the books, the children's books, not the adult books, make sure you go over to Amazon another couple seconds in your life and give a good review because it helps authors like Richie, also Chris Benoit and Gypsy, and one of my club members who wrote a book also. It helps them because they're self publishers. And when you self publish, you invest. So Go out there and give good reviews.
I'm
All right.
I'm hoping that this book kind of sparks interest from some people, new people into this book because sales of this book have really dropped off now. Because the longer something's been on there,
Yeah.
less attention Amazon gives to it.
Yeah, we got to spike it up again. Give good reviews. And Christmas is coming, so hey, FL Thunder Digging with Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Made it just in time because I'm about to do a giveaway of Richie's book. Won't be ordered till tomorrow. So put hashtag book in the chat. I'm gonna bring it up so everybody can see it. Then one of y'all can win it. And then I know it's not that busy and the chat isn't flying like it will be in an hour over in quarter order. But just let me know you're here if you win it. And if you're, like I said, if you're watching this later and you made it this far, in the comments put want book. Now I want book, just put want book. And I'll do a comment generator the last Wednesday this month to give away another book for those who watch this later because this is not typical time I stream. So hopefully you guys all got your in there. Viento, make sure you do hashtag book. Put the pound sign in front of it. Hey, the Seahawks chick. Hey, hey, beautiful people. One more time, Viento.
One more letter.
Yay! All right, Viento, you got in on it. All right, so we got 18 entries. Nice. Yes, and like New England PDA says, smash that like button. That actually helps promote this video out and we get more people to hear a few questions we asked Richie about his book and gives other people an opportunity to get in on the giveaway. After the stream, I'll do another one with a comment generator. All right, so, and that goes for you guys that don't win tonight. If you want to comment on the video, it helps. Richie, you want to do the honors on the countdown?
All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Generate.
Good luck, everybody. Let's see who wins. It's Timothy Boyce.
Hey, Tim Boys.
Congratulations, Tim. Just let me know you're still hanging out in the chat on this because I'm ordering it. I'm going to need to know that. So
you have comments shut off on this video? Or?
No, I always
haven't seen anywhere where I can comment down below.
Did you see him? Tim, are you still here? I don't see him. Hurry up, Timothy. You got 30 seconds. Get out of the bathroom.
He's here.
Oh, here he is. He said awesome. All right. Yeah. Tim, this I'm going to need your address for because I'm going to have to order it tomorrow and mail it to you. Let me see. Let me look on my, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you can't leave a comment on a live stream while it's going on.
Yeah, maybe not.
Awesome. I know on the premieres I can, but
yeah, because I think that's because it's just a a premiere, so it's just a live chat, not like a live stream.
Yeah.
Hey, Chasing Miss Charlie. Later on, you missed the book giveaway, so later on, go below because we're gonna end this stream here shortly because I left the link up there for if you guys want to go hang out with Quarter Hoarder. Rob already said he's not going to. I think it was Rob, right? FL Thunder. Yeah, he said he'll be sleeping to our Quarter Hoarder going out later for a late night chess marathon. Nice. Andrea and Rick, once again, the books are the newest one launching tomorrow is called Fragments of Time. And the previous book is called Dark Witches and Mystical Misfits. Now,
Yeah.
tomorrow, when his book launches, I will put the links in the description of this live stream. I'm sure he's going to have links over on Madison, Maine.
Yeah.
Are you going to make a post or?
There is no link right now, but because they don't
I
offer a
mean,
link till it launches.
right, tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
what I said, tomorrow. So look for the links tomorrow. I'm sure Richie will put out links too once it launches. But these two books are under his name, Richie Kemp, Richie with a T, Kemp, Kemp on Amazon, or you can put the title names. Again, the first one was Dark Witches and Mystical Misfits, and the second one was Fragments of Time.
Yeah, the first one was a mouthful.
Yeah.
I
And,
That was probably not the best name for it, but that's what I come up with.
actually, Angie, I'll just email you tomorrow. Look for an email from me. I'm going to email you directly the links for the books. But for those in the chat that didn't win tonight, please, after hitting the like button and the stream is ended and the comments are up, go down there and comment, want book. You know, you can say other nice things too, but just put want book if you want in on it. Because I'm going to do a comment generator, not next Wednesday, but the last Wednesday this month. I'll do a comment generator and I'll give away another one of his books only off of this live stream or later replay. So, any final questions, guys? Any final words, Richie?
Well, thank you for having me and helping promote my book.
Anytime. You know, I used to be a voracious reader, but I don't read as much as I used to. Uh, but you know, reading your books, reading Chris's books, getting me back into reading again. You know, it's not like there wasn't stuff out there to read. I just fell out of it. So now I'm trying to fall back into it. Texas
That,
Donna wants to know, do you have another book?
yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, like I said earlier, I did start another one. I don't know if I'm going to work on that one next or do a sequel to one of these books. A lot of that depends on how this book does and the feedback that I get from it.
Yeah, there you
People
go.
will the sequel to it will be the next natural project. But you got to have your heart in it too. Whatever project my heart gets wants to do next, because it's a lot of work writing a book.
There you go.
I,
Angie and Rick are
yeah,
great supporters of the community as well. I will send you the links tomorrow, Angie. As soon as his book releases, I'll email you the direct links. Um, and that's awesome. I will definitely be in your stream for that because I'd like to win one. Mystic said reading 3 book series. Brian's going and his cows got out. All right, but thank you all for joining us tonight. You know, just keep an eye out tomorrow on Amazon for when the book releases. If you don't happen to win one, go get one. Paperback copies are better because I'm sure if you twist Richie's arm and mail your copy of the book to him, he might even autograph it for you.
I would do that because I could send it media mail. Media mail, it doesn't cost hardly anything. You could send a book and put it in a small envelope, and it's like less than $5,
Yep, it is.
as long as it's lower 48.
True, true, true. But only send media because, yes, the post office checks. I'm glad you did too, Troy. All right, guys, it's almost 10 after, and it gives you a little 5-minute break in case you're heading over to Quarter Hoarder. He has Crazy Lamp Lady, also known as Relic Recoverist, even though she's not really doing much on that YouTube channel. It's still there. You can watch the old videos. She's probably going to be a great guest. I'll probably be in and out because I still have other things I got to do. So Richie is now on Mondays. You guys already know where, for those who follow.
Yeah.
And you hang
I was
out.
almost going to have a joke when you went live saying I must have clicked on the wrong link.
I think you kind of did, and the wrong night too. Then you got you hang out on Bill's stream too, don't you? Sometimes.
Yeah, on Bills on Tuesday nights,
on Tuesday nights. Yeah.
and the Dream Stream, which nobody watches on Fridays.
Well, there's 8 or 10 people. Well, let's get it up to 20. Come on, guys. Friday nights, double duty. Watch I Dig Fridays and the stream. I've done it many times. And yeah, and then you know where I'm at Wednesday nights. Tonight, after quarter hoarder may still be going at that time. Go over to Ohio River History and hang out there. He's doing members races. I will be doing a members race next week. You
And
have
you
a
can
blessed
find
night.
me premiering on you can find me premiering on Saturday nights with the Up North crew.
That's right. I forgot. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
called the Up North Crew now, right?
It's Saturday. It's Up North Saturday Night Digs.
Okay.
Or hashtag Up North Saturday Night Digs. I don't
We
know
got
why
hashtag
we
I
went
Dig
with.
Fridays. Hashtag up Saturday night up North Digs.
Yeah. Just go to DF Digger's Facebook page. He posts the lineup every Friday.
Hey, Nick Molnar. Good to see you, buddy. And then Sunday is Treasure Sundays, and Mondays is I Dig Mondays. So if anybody wants to start another Premier group, apparently Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are open. But you know, a lot of us stream those nights, so don't you dare! I'll come over with my detector and bop you. No, I'm not kidding. Up
There we
north.
go. Chris has it for us.
Yeah, I think we got everybody. All right. So have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will be on Angie and Rick's on Tuesday night. I will actually show up. Um, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday and see in the chats and everything that we just mentioned. I do show up occasionally on Saturday nights on the Up North Digs. So, peace. Any final words, Richie?
If you read my book and you really like it, don't be afraid to send me a message. I really like hearing people's. I really like the feedback that I get from people.
Great.
Even if there's something you don't like about it, you can tell me that too.
Constructive criticism is always welcome.
Yeah.
All right. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And please go buy Amazon tomorrow. Buy as in BY. Go buy Amazon tomorrow and buy BUY Richie's book when it launches. Peace.
Night, everyone.